Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the instant match reaction. Manchester City have beaten Everton 2-0 at the Etihad Stadium. Um, frustrating. Frustrating because, you could sort of see what was going to happen. It was just, City were just waiting for that one opportunity. And it came in the second half. And then there was no way we were ever going to come back from it. And it's just frustrating because actually in the first half we played quite well and we created a couple of really good chances for Beto, and Njai in his own created a fantastic chance, well, for himself, that the goalie saved. And it's just annoying. It's annoying that I don't think City didn't get out of second gear. Don't get me wrong, they didn't get out of second gear. But it's the fact that they didn't get out of second gear and we had opportunities that annoys me. Because if we could have scored at that stage, could they have gone up a level? They went up a level in the second half just because they just honed in on our weaknesses. And that's what's frustrating. Sometimes you can play City and they're unbelievable and they just pass you off the park and it's bang, 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 bang. I think we saw more of that kind of City in the second half. Maybe they moved into third gear. But in that first half, they weren't really at it. And if we could have just put one of those away and got a lead, or we did it. It was a little bit like at Anfield last season, where you poke the bear and you've got opportunities and you don't take them. And unfortunately, because you don't take them, they wise up a little bit and they shut out all those areas where you've done well. And that for me is what happened in this game. As I said, first half, I thought we were fine. You know, we had moments, we rode our luck. They obviously hit the bar. And they've had another chance, Doku. They've had a couple of half chances. But the chances we had in that first half, I mean, the first one for Beto and Jai was unbelievable. An incredible game, really, or incredible first half. And then he had moments in the second half. And he went at them. He took them on. He believed in himself. A lot of players who play for Everton don't often believe in their own ability. It's a great ball over, and Beto just doesn't react to it. He ends up getting his studs on it and misses it. But the second one, I don't know whether it's better or it's worse. It's a lovely bit of movement from Beto to go between the two defenders. A lovely ball in. He puts it wide and then the flag goes up. I think he was onside. I think if he hits the back of the net there, I think he might have just been onside, but he should be hitting the target. He should be hitting the target. And they're big chances, and we've seen in the second half what the best centre forward does. Because he is the best centre forward around. It's not just a case of, well, they've got a good centre forward. They've got the best centre forward. But we made it really easy. Made it really easy for them in that second half. So it's disappointing not to just have something, or you just grimace at those chances because you know a team like Man City are going to go up a level. The manager's going to show them what they've been doing wrong, and they're going to tighten it up and how they're going to expose us. And they exposed us by almost dragging us up, dragging our line out, which you see late on in the game. And then just one pass. And again, at times you can talk about amazing footballers in terms of pace. But what about passes? What about players who can just pass the ball and can just split defences open with one pass? Something we certainly don't have. And a couple of really good passes. And for the first goal, a really good pass inside the fullback and Njai, and they get beyond our back line. They stand the ball up, which is what any centre forward wants. What Njai did a couple of weeks ago against Palace. And I'll be honest, I haven't really got a clue what our defenders are trying to do in this moment. Every single one of them retreats back 10 yards and allows Haaland to have a free header. I just don't, I'll be honest, I don't get that kind of defending. I really don't. I don't understand what they thought they were doing. Now, Michael Keane is the nearest to Haaland, so he should be reacting to go to Haaland. I don't know what Tarkowski's doing. I don't know. Maybe he's protecting his back. Maybe he's protecting, if the header comes in, protecting the back line. But I really don't understand what they're doing in that moment. As I said, Haaland has got a free header, and you certainly don't expect him to miss from there, miss the target at least. And he does what Beto should have done a couple of weeks ago. It's really, really poor. I think the whole of the back line was poor today, was quite exposed. I thought Mykolenko was poor. I thought Jacob Brien didn't have a good game. They did the kind of defending what you'd expect them to do, which is last ditch, but they looked very uncomfortable, which is what you'd expect. But it was just very, very strange to see a ball come in like that and no one react to go and try and head the ball. I mean, I just don't get that. I'll never understand that. And I'll sound like a broken record, but Everton needed a right back in the summer, and they need a right back now. They need a right back to play right back, so Jacob Brien can play centre back, and hopefully Jared Brantwaite can play centre back, because that was just it was so poor, really, really poor. Second goal, he's unmarked as well, and I know. Listen, that's what great strikers do. They find space. But he's unmarked in the box. Why is not one of the midfielders tight on him? And after that, I mean, the lad could have had a hat-trick. Pickford, he could have had a hat-trick in injury time. Could have had 3 goals in added on time. The back line got caught out 3 times. Pickford saved 1. He's gone round Pickford. There's another one which for the one where Pickford saves, which the lad then puts over. I mean, they could have scored 3 times in added on time because we just stopped playing. And our back line, we need to get some patience to this back line, because otherwise we're in trouble against the better team. Brantwaite's coming back. That's really important. And obviously he's a little bit further away than what the manager sort of speculated on yesterday. Back on the grass doesn't mean he's ready to be in the team. But we need some pace in that back line. It's massive. Listen, we need a right back and we need a left back. We need a new left back. We need a right back. We need a right back who starts every week. Mykolenko, I understand, because he's a left back, so he's going to play. But we need a right back, because as I said, that knock-on effect, the whole team. A right back that can support Njai. Jacob Brien playing centre back. I think today it exposed Michael Keane's weaknesses. But Michael Keane is the 4th choice centre back. He shouldn't have played every single Premier League game this season. He shouldn't have played any Premier League games, really. To be fair, it should have been Jacob Brien. This is where I think Moyes does get it wrong. This is where I think Moyes is too old school, in my opinion. Is having players that fill in at I just don't accept that in 2025. I just don't accept that. Players filling in other roles. You should have 2 players in every position now. And if the right backs you've got aren't good enough, then you have to buy a right back. I understand Mykolenko playing there because he is a left back, and hopefully we get a better left back. But I don't accept Jacob Brien playing right back when he should be playing centre back. I just don't accept that at all. I just find it Crazy, absolutely crazy. And if anything, James Garner could play right back. I don't really want to play him right back, but I'd have him playing right back over Jake O'Brien, and then Jake O'Brien can play centre back. To be honest, if I was going to have a player out of position, it would be him. Now that Maitland Roller's back, to me, I just find that far too old school. And it's that for me, the centre forward position is huge. That we have to sort that out. Because you know what, Better wasn't even he wasn't in his general play. He was fine today, and as I said, his movement created those two opportunities. But it's his finishing. His finishing was woeful. But for me, as I said, if you're going to compete against the best teams, you need your best team. And the best team has to be at the best. And I think Toffee struggles because he's in it's a slow backline and he's not a fast player. And as I said, though, towards the end of the game, a ruthless Manchester City game could have made that look very embarrassing. The subs came on and didn't really make an impact. Like Maitland Rowe was all right, but he didn't really make an impact. Didn't take us anywhere. It was almost like Moyes knew late on we weren't going to get back in the game, so he took players off to rest them, make sure they didn't get injuries. Injuries in Dewsbury Halls because he knew. Because second half we were rubbish. We were absolutely rubbish at both ends of the pitch. We didn't lay a glove on them, bar again a bit of Njai magic on the left hand side, putting the ball into Maitland Rowe. But we didn't do anything. We didn't do anything second half. And it was painful second half, really was. And as I said, we could have been embarrassed. I think City were quite happy with 2-0 as well. But late on, those balls just cut us in half. Those balls around the back just destroyed us. Absolutely destroyed us. Listen, City are a good team and the back top of the league. I'm not saying, it was absolutely shocking today. It was so frustrating that we'd done well in the first half. And we just completely capitulated second half. We had nothing second half at all. And it's made worse when you concede really poor goals, like really bad goals. That's what annoys me. As I said, that first goal is quite bad. And the second goal is not any better. Like, Haaland unmarked, Tarky standing in front of Pickford. Could Pickford have done better? You're looking at going, you could have beaten us with brilliant goals. You've got scruffy goals. Anyway. It was just one of those days. I don't know how many people expected anything, but when you're given that little bit of hope, that's what annoys you. When you're given that little bit of hope, and then it's like snatched away by just bad play. It leaves a little bit of a bad taste in the mouth. Listen, we know where we need. We need a centre forward. Again, Barry comes on. I don't know. It's just it leaves you with Maitland Rowe's come on. He's done all right. Njai was absolutely brilliant today. And if we're going to talk about a positive, he was absolutely fantastic. And it wouldn't surprise me if Pep Guardiola's looking over him going, he looks better than maybe I thought he was. What I would say is like, at least if in the next game, can we pass to Njai now as much as we pass to Jack Grealish? Can we play both sides? Can we have both sides? Because the difference it'd make if we had an Njai playing like that on one side and Grealish playing on the other side, that would give us so much more balance. He was unbelievable. He was unbelievable today. Some of his play, he just danced around the City players like they weren't there. But also his defensive work was absolutely brilliant as well. His defensive work was brilliant. Yeah. There's not really too much more I can say about it. It's a game you don't really expect to win, sadly. But when you've got chances, you've got to take the chances. You've got to take the chances, and you've got to defend well. And we didn't defend well. We were, and also we looked really shaky on set pieces as well. It looks like Man City have done their own work on set pieces this season. Maybe that's why they brought Pep Linders in. They looked set pieces. We looked very nervous on, very, very nervous. I don't know what's happened to our set pieces for and against us, but we look poor on both. It's something we have to improve on massively. But there you go. Listen, it is what it is. We move on. Hopefully next week we've got a nearly fifth squad to have Jack Grealish back. Be a very tough game against Spurs, but one I think we're capable of getting something out of, certainly. So we move on. We move on. It is just what happens, isn't it? If you go to City and you don't play your best, don't expect anything out of the game. And I don't think we didn't play our best, and we certainly didn't play for 90 minutes. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'll be back to do my player ratings very, very shortly. Make sure to check out Baz's videos. Thanks for watching. See us all later.